Hello. I'll say it to you because you're the only one here. Don't feel like I'm holding you hostage. Hello, friends. Hello, hello. It's November Book Club. I don't know how many actually read this with me, because this was a much quieter conversation in the comments about this book than I usually have. So I am curious how many joined me in reading China Room in November. Because I know what was the book we did before this? I have no memory. It's gone. It's completely gone. But when we did homecoming or whatever, I know like we had talked about it all month. A lot of people were super excited about it. And then this one, I know, hi, you did? I didn't know you read it, Carrie. Yay, yay, yay. So I know like a couple people had commented being like, I don't know about this one. How's it treating you? So I don't know how many people actually read it. Love to know your thoughts. I very much enjoyed it. Um, I like to play this fun game where I don't read the summaries of books just because I feel like it's a waste of time. Like if I'm going to read something, I just want to read the book. And so I saw this as an option on Book of the Month's add-ons in like September, October. And then when I was at an independent bookstore, picked it up. So really had no idea what to expect going in. Skimmed the summary. Oh, Dr. Gallo. Yes, it's good. It's really good. So I skimmed the summary and I really thought it would be a lot like no no, I wrote it down because, again, my memory. A Woman is No Man. So if you read A Woman is No Man from Book of the Month, yes, love the surprise. Yeah, I don't want to know what's going to happen. And I feel like summaries on the book jackets are very like trailer-esque in movies where like it hits like the high points before you get to it. So I'm just not interested in it. So when I went into this, I thought it would be a lot like A Woman is No Man, which if you have not read that, I cannot recommend it enough. It was one of my favorite books of 2020. However, this was a much, much different flavor. I really enjoyed it. I enjoyed it more than I thought that I would. I can't remember any of the characters' names right now. Y'all are going to have to bear with me. My favorite pregnancy symptom is the absolute lack of memory. Um, so, speaking of, no, but so I read this 3 or 4 weeks ago because I flew through it faster than I thought that I would. So if you did read it, I'd love to know what you thought about it. You read the book, the summary made it sound better than it really is. Okay, when I skimmed the summary, I thought it would be much more because Carrie, I know you read A Woman is No Man also and enjoyed it. And so I thought, I don't, just given the summary, I thought it would move a little faster than it did. I very much enjoyed the part of the narrative where we were with the young bride in newlywed life. When it jumped to her family generations later, I was less interested. Yeah, it got super slow when we were supposed to follow. And again, I'm so sorry. I read it. It was weeks ago. Please forgive my memory. Her grandson, her great grandson, when it would jump to his point of view, it was such a trudge. I really didn't care what was going on with him. Lacked some plot points, but still enjoyable. Needed a more modern day connection. And I almost think that's what the author was trying to do with us, with like introducing us to the grandson and his struggles and following along but I did, it wasn't juicy enough for me. It didn't move fast enough for me. The present time was so slow. I loved the way we learned who her husband was. I thought that was super interesting. Like that's what kept me like that's what kept me flipping through the pages. Because I thought the way that that was structured and that like who is it was very, very interesting. Yeah, super not juicy. And yet, when we were with the bride and her newlywed life, like that was super interesting. And um, I remember feeling like how her story wrapped up was really quick. I mean, it's not a very long book for all the points the author was trying to hit. So it wasn't a super satisfying end to her story, which like we knew ended sad given the hints along the way. Um, but even still, hi friends, hi friends. Thank y'all for those of you who read alongside me. It was one of those, I do try and like marry books that have been on my shelf that like I want to read, but I'm not super excited about, with what I'm finding is like super accessible at my library, hoping that it's accessible at y'all's. Um, so Brad has so little control over life. Oh, yeah, I didn't consider that about how the great grandson had so much control and even still. But then it was interesting because when we were with him, it was kind of in a powerless situation where he was in this like really empty home, alone virtually, separated from everyone that he knew. So it was that we would follow him at a point in his life when all the his control had been taken away. I read it in a couple days too, and I really didn't expect to. And like walking away from it, my reaction is lukewarm to really liked it. I wouldn't say I loved it, but it's just like it was a satisfying reading experience for me. And yeah, I flew through it. I really didn't want to put it down. And I love the chapters were structured well for how the story flipped back and forth, like that they were so short. That's true. He brought the powerlessness upon himself, or like the bride. I'm gonna call her the bride. I'm so sorry. My memory, I promise y'all. As soon Q2 of next year, like it's gonna come back. Um, but yeah, when the bride just following her along and like, oh yeah, it was so interesting when like the future mother-in-law would come to visit, like that power structure, like that's what kept me flipping pages as well. There was something about it that made it great. Yeah, I agree. Like if I don't think I'll ever read it again, but I can see me like recommending it and passing the story on. So I appreciate all of you who played. It was yeah, it was shorter than I thought it would be, especially like I mean, when there were like 20 pages, 30 pages left, I was a little concerned how we were going to wrap this up. But mm, I'm usually more prepared than this, but I was stalling with friends before the call. So, excuse me. Okay. So, for December, I really want to read The Underground Railroad by Colson Whitehead. And I read The Nickel Boys. I'm so impressed with myself that I remember the title. Because y'all, the struggle is so real. I'll be on client calls and like start to say like a metaphor like that you just use in human conversation, and I just trail off. It's okay, yay. Okay, Underground Railroad. So I read Nickel Boys and enjoyed it, but apparently like this is this author's like linchpin work. And so I also have the Harlem Shuffle from the library. It just like became available for me. So I have that work as well. But I believe this is the first one, and I think it's an Amazon Prime series. Nickel Boys was good. But I've heard that this is better. And I like again, Nickel Boys, I almost had the same feeling about that one as I did with China Room, where like I walked away feeling that I enjoyed it. Didn't love it, but enjoyed it. And then flew through it, but won't necessarily touch again. But that one was like super dark. Super, super dark. Um, so yes. And then when I looked online, because this was published 2016, it was easily accessible at my library. So if that's how you prefer to get your books, I hope that it's accessible for you as well. So yes, this is my December read. Had it on my shelf for ages. I really do want to read it. And then I was listening to an interview, I think with the guy who plays, oh no, guys, this is so embarrassing. My brain is broken. Okay, the show The Good Place, the guy who plays Kristen Bell's significant other, The Good Place, Michael Schur show. What is his name? Her name's Eleanor. Whoever Eleanor's soulmate is on the show, that actor is in the Underground Railroad, who I really like, and I think he's fantastic. And my recollection of his name and characters is no reflection on him. But anyway, I heard an interview where he's doing this, and it's again, I haven't read the cover. I don't know anything about it or the summary, but I've heard there's some like magical realism elements to it. which is also out of my comfort zone. So I don't think it's Chris Baker. That's not right. Thank you for your help. In The Good Place? That's unrecognizable to me. Am I losing my mind? In The Good Place, who the guy who plays the philosopher, and he does Old Spice ads. Chris Baker. Thank you for your help. It's not Chris Baker. Mm-mm. You're not right. Anyway, that actor is in this show. I think it's on Amazon. That was all I had to say, unless anyone else wanted to chat about books before I go eat 2 cartons of ice cream that are calling my name in my freezer. Thank you. You win the prize. William Jackson Harper. Yes, not Chris Baker. William Jackson Harper. You win. You win the day. Played. Okay, Chris Baker's not the name of the character either. But yes, William Jackson Harper is in the Amazon. I think it's on Amazon, but I'm not going to watch it until after I read this, just to kind of get a feel for what's going on. Stephen, Carson, and Marie. I know y'all are all in the same room on 3 different devices. I appreciate you. All right, friends. Well, I thank you so much for all of you who read China Room with me. I'll do a quick recap post on my, oh God, guys. Okay. I've tried to explain to my husband a couple times, like, pregnancy brain is just like trying to go through your life 2 glasses of wine in constantly. Let's try again. Okay. Thank you so much to everyone who joined. I will be, oh, my phone's going crazy. Okay. I will be talking about China Room with no spoilers. I won't give any spoilers away. Just a recap and to share our December books on the feed, our December book on the feed. And then I have figured out how to save these to YouTube after the fact. Thank you, pregnant mama. Thank you for seeing me. And thank you all for not judging me and yelling this lady's crazy in the comments. I appreciate y'all. Thank you. I appreciate you. Um, so again, thank you all for joining. And I cannot promise to be more eloquent for our December chat, but I can promise that I will read the book and I will be excited to chat with y'all. And because January 1st is Trixie, I'm just going to plan on chatting the next Monday after the holiday. So we all have a second to come out of holiday fog. You're so sweet. Thank you. Oh no, 20, oh, not oh no, 26 weeks pregnant. Congratulations. Congratulations, congratulations. Um, this is, I don't know if it's your first or what your situation is, but this has been I know it's a pregnancy party. I know we got 2 other mamas. Um, the, my grandfather and I are close, and he takes a lot of pride out of the memory I had um, post having any children. And so he talked to me this pregnancy and just heard me rambling about, and he was just like, oh dear. And what did he say? He said, okay, it happened again. I was like, yeah, pregnancy brain happened again with this pregnancy. And he said, I guess I'll just talk to you once you pop it out. And I was like, okay, so thank y'all for understanding. He was joking. He's incredibly sweet, but uh-uh. Mm-mm-mm. So I appreciate your patience. All right, I'm gonna hop off because I'm just gonna keep rambling because I appreciate that so many of you are here and wanted to chat about the book. So thank you for reading China Room, those of you who did. We'll read Underground Railroad. We'll chat about it on January 3rd. And I hope y'all have, if I don't go live before then, I hope everyone has a great holiday season. Lots of reading time and lots of cozy, good books. So if you're reading something excellent, I want to know about it. And other than that, this is the part where I try and get off the live and can never figure it out. So then y'all just get to watch me nervously poke at my phone. Have a wonderful night, y'all. Bye.